All right, he was, of course, one of the all-time favorite Broncos, part of Super Bowl teams in the 80s. Carl Mecklenburg, 6 Pro Bowls, 79.5 sacks. That's the second highest total in franchise history. He actually kind of made a career sending guys to the doctor. Well, now he's trying to get people to go to the doctor in a kind and gentle way. Carl Mecklenburg is here along with Dr. Johnny Shen from American Family Care this morning. It's good to see you both. Thanks for getting up early and joining us.
Sure, glad to be here.
Carl, we kid about you sending guys to the doctor as a football player, but your message this morning is that it's tough. A lot of guys don't want to go to the doctor. What are they afraid they don't want to hear what they're going to hear?
You know, I'm not sure why. Truthfully, if you know what your risks are, what your challenges are, it's a lot easier to deal with them. We're encouraging the Manup checkup and go in, find out what's going on. More than likely you're going to be fine, but if you're not, the guys will let you know, and you've got a great chance of cutting it off at the pass if you know about it.
Dr. Shen, what is the Manup checkup? What was that?
Right, so I'm glad you asked. So Manup Checkup is this campaign that American Family Care, short AFC, we're trying to start a campaign to get men to come out and just get a kind of a health screening.
The basics.
The basics,
right.
You know, vital signs, maybe a weight check, oxygen level, few checks for their lipids, cholesterol, as well as a simple check for diabetes.
Right. So for the guy who's afraid of all this stuff, not because of what he might learn, but because of, does this involve poking and prodding? Are we doing things that nobody likes to do?
Right, so very minimal,
right.
Okay? For the most part, blood pressure check, weight as well. There might be a few, just kind of a quick blood draw just to check for some lab markers
right.
to determine your cholesterol as well as your sugar level.
Let's do a blood pressure check.
Yes,
you said you wanted to do that with me.
Yes.
Carl says his is fine, and we're supposed to believe him. But I will believe him.
All right.
So how important is blood pressure? We're talking about, this tells you what about someone's health?
So blood pressure is extremely important. It's a very good way for us to assess your cardiovascular risk factors, right. Okay? As we know from years and years of research, high blood pressure has been shown to correlate to heart disease, strokes, heart attacks, and things of that sort. So if you have a couple of risk factors, including high blood pressure, or if you're already diabetic, if you smoke and live a pretty sedentary lifestyle, then you're more prone to cardiovascular bad health outcomes.
All right, we'll let you go about
Let's go ahead and do this.
Carl, tell me a little bit about, like, when you talk to guys, do you think guys are more afraid of what it is they'll hear, or just that they just don't want to commit to going in and having the checkup done?
I think they just don't think about the ramifications of
right.
having an issue.
Right.
And the real challenge for most guys is time.
Right.
The great thing about AFC is it's very convenient. You know, they're locally around the city. You can come in. It's an urgent care facility. You come in. You don't have to set it up months ahead of time and get your check done. You get checked. You come back. You talk to the doctor. He tells you what your risks are, what they aren't, and then you can deal with it at that point. And for me the real challenge for the guys is the time.
You and I have a similar issue, though, when they want to do the blood pressure, is massive biceps. Sometimes it's hard.
You got to get a double cuff for me.
What are you laughing about?
Not bad at all.
How'd I do?
132/84.
Which puts me where?
Which puts you in a good range.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have hypertension at this moment.
I was kind of hoping to go home sick. I'm going to have to do the last hour.
I'm sorry.
Now. Thanks very much. It's good to see you.
Absolutely.
Dr. Johnny Shen joining us from American Family Care.
Yes.
Thanks for coming in. Mac, it's always good to see you.
Great to see you.
See you in a couple weeks.
Yes.
That does it for us. We're back to the